In the quiet village of Eldermore, nestled deep in the English countryside, the church bell tolled as the clock neared 7 p.m. Its somber chime echoed across the fields, a warning woven into the fabric of the village's life. Every evening, as the shadows lengthened, the same refrain filled the air. 7 o'clock is coming. Return to your homes. 7 o'clock is coming. Return to your homes. The villagers heeded the call without question. Doors were bolted, windows latched, and curtains drawn tight. No one lingered outside after the final bell. No one, that is, except for young Tom, who stood by the village green, kicking at the dirt. "Oi, Master William!" Tom called out to the village elder, who was hurrying along the cobblestone path. "Seven's about to strike. Everyone gone home yet?" William, a stern man with a weathered face, paused. "Nearly, lad, nearly. You know what happens after 7, don't you? Get everyone home, now." "Aye, sir," Tom replied, his voice steady, but his eyes darting toward the darkening woods. "I'll see to it. Everyone's out before the bell." "Good lad," William said, clapping Tom's shoulder. "And you get yourself home quick too. No dawdling." As William shuffled off, Tom muttered under his breath, 7 months and nothing's happened. What's the old man so fussed about? At the edge of the village, old Mrs. Hawthorne was shutting up her tea shop. "Tom, lad, don't just stand there gawping. 7's near. Off with you." "Oh, come off it, Mrs. H," Tom scoffed, leaning against her shop's doorframe. "All this talk of things in the dark, it's just stories, innit?" Mrs. Hawthorne's eyes narrowed. "Stories, you say? You weren't here 7 months ago, were you, when poor Eliza went missing? You mind yourself, Tom, or you'll not see morning. Now go." Tom rolled his eyes but started toward home. All right, I'm going." Is Cottage, Tom's younger brother, Jamie, was already at work. "Dad, 7's coming," Jamie called, racing to check the windows. "I've locked the front. Shall I do the back?" "Aye, Jamie, good lad," their father, Henry, replied from the kitchen. "And draw the curtains tight. You know why." Jamie hesitated, his hand on a curtain. "Dad, why do we draw them? The windows are locked. They can't get in unless we invite them, right?" Henry's face darkened. "Don't be daft, lad. We don't draw the curtains to keep them out. We do it so we can't see them, can't talk to them, can't be swayed by their whispers. You know what happened to those who listened. The whole village knows." Jamie swallowed hard. "Mom, was it like that with her too?" Henry's voice grew sharp. 7 struck. Get those curtains up. They'll be here any moment." Jamie hurried to obey, but as he reached for the last curtain, something caught his eye outside. A figure stood in the garden, pale and familiar, bathed in the dim glow of twilight. His heart leapt into his throat. "Jamie!" Henry barked. "What are you doing?" "Mom?" Jamie whispered, frozen. "Mom, is that you?" The figure stepped closer, her voice soft and warm. "Jamie, love, it's me. I've come to see you. But Dad said you were gone. Dead." "Oh, Jamie," the figure said, her smile achingly familiar. "Your dad's got it wrong. Look at me. I'm right here. Just open the door, love, and let me in. It's been so long." Jamie's hand twitched toward the latch, but Henry's voice cut through the haze. "Jamie, no! Step away from that door." "But Dad, it's Mom. She's not dead." "Jamie, listen to me," Henry said, his voice low and urgent. He grabbed his son's arm, pulling him back. "Your mom's gone. That's not her." The figure outside called again, her voice sweet but insistent. "Jamie, love, don't listen to him. Just open the door. I can't stay out here long. Let me in." Jamie's eyes welled up. "Dad, "No!" Henry snapped, dragging Jamie into the next room and slamming the door shut. Quiet now. Not a word." From outside, the voice grew louder, more desperate. "Henry, let me see my boy. You can't keep him from me forever." Jamie trembled, tears streaming down his face. "Dad, why's she saying that? What's going on?" Henry knelt beside him, his voice barely a whisper. "Close your eyes, lad. Sleep. I'll explain in the morning." Exhausted and confused, Jamie curled up against his father and drifted off. When morning came, Henry shook him awake. "Up, Jamie. It's time." "Time for what?" Jamie mumbled, rubbing his eyes. "Mum, is she still here?" "Come with me," Henry said, leading him outside. The village was quiet, bathed in the soft light of dawn. They walked to the edge of Eldermore, where the road stretched into the misty moors. "Where's Mum?" Jamie asked, scanning the empty fields. "She was never here," Henry said quietly. "I told you, lad, that wasn't her." "But she looked like Mum, talked like her." Henry sighed, his shoulders heavy. 7 months ago, your mum and I were coming back from town. It was late, past midnight. The village was locked up tight, so we hid in the old barn by the road waiting for dawn. But then, I heard her scream. Jamie's eyes widened. "What happened?" "She saw someone. Said it was her old friend Mary, calling her out. I told her to stay put, but she went to talk to her. I hid inside, too scared to move. By the time the sun rose, she was gone. The village folk found me, told me what they'd seen. Those things come at night, Jamie. They look like people we know, but they're not. They're something else." Jamie's voice shook. "So, that was one of them last night? Not Mum?" Henry nodded. "They mimic the dead to lure us out. That's why we lock the doors, draw the curtains. If you'd opened that door..." Jamie shuddered, the weight of it sinking in. As they stood there, the church bell began to toll again, faint in the distance. 7 o'clock is coming. Return to your homes." Back at Mrs. Hawthorne's tea shop, Tom was slouched in a chair, still grumbling. All this fuss over nothing. 7 months and not a peep from these so-called things. Mrs. Hawthorne glared at him. "You watch your tongue, Tom. You weren't here when Eliza vanished, or when old man Carter stayed out past 7. They found nothing but his cap the next day." Tom smirked. "What about Henry, then? He was out that night with his wife, wasn't he? How'd he make it back?" Mrs. Hawthorne froze, her eyes narrowing. "You ask too many questions, lad. Get home before the bell." Tom shrugged but left his mind buzzing. As he stepped outside, he spotted Jamie running toward him. "Tom, wait up!" "What's got you in a tizzy, mate?" Tom asked, ruffling Jamie's hair. "It's about Mum," Jamie said, breathless. "And Dad. That night how'd Dad survive? You live near that old barn, don't you? Did you see anything?" Tom's grin faded. "You're a nosy one, aren't you? All right, I'll tell you. I saw it all. Those things, they tore into your mum like wolves. Your dad, though? He was hiding in that barn. They couldn't get in. Kept circling, howling, but never crossed the threshold." "Why not?" Jamie pressed. Tom glanced around, lowering his voice. "Found something in the barn later, a charm, rowan wood, carved with old runes. Must have kept them at bay. I've got one at my place now, hung above the door. They don't come near." Jamie's eyes widened. "So that's why Dad's so careful. Why we lock everything." "Aye," Tom said. "But don't go poking about after 7, you hear? Charm or no charm, you don't tempt fate." As the bell tolled again, Jamie nodded, his heart heavy but his resolve firm. He'd seen enough to know the truth. and to never open the door after dusk.